Okay, so now we can damage the knight with the punches and kicks, but if we perform the punches and kicks animation, as you can see, while performing the animation the player can still walk, okay, and it doesn't look good like this, as you can see. So we need to fix this issue as well. If we open up the fist fight script, right here at the top we will create a reference to the player script. Let's name this as player script as well. Now from Unity, if we open up the player script, right here as you can see we have this movement speed, and also we have the movement value. Okay, so now we will be setting this movement value and movement speed to 0 whenever we are performing the fighting action. Okay, so we have added the reference right there for the player script. Now first of all, let's start from here, from the update method. When the fist fight is active, we will say player script dot move speed equals to 3f, and if you notice the movement speed right here, it is 5. And the reason behind this, for setting this movement speed to 3, is the fist fight movement animation is a little bit slow, okay, and the movement speed is fast. Okay, so that's why whenever the fist fight is active we will set this to 3f, and then if that is deactivated then we will set this back to 5 again. Okay, then after this, if we scroll down to the enumerator methods right here, okay, so when we set the single fist to true, okay, when the player is performing the single fist we will say player script dot movement speed equals to 0, and also we need to set the movement value to 0 as well, because if we didn't do that then this movement value just keep decreasing and it goes beyond 0. Okay, in the minus it goes to minus 1.000 for example, so we need to set that to 0 as well. So in order to set that to 0 we will say animator, okay, dot set float. This time we will be using set float, and in here we will set the movement value to 0. Right here change this to movement value as well, movement amount actually. Okay, if we check the player's script, it is by the name of movement speed, so we will use movement speed right here as well. Okay, and right here when we set this to 0 when we are performing the single fist, then after performing the single fist we need to reset this back to the normal values again, so we will set this back to 5 and this to 0. Then we will do the same in the double fist. First of all we will set these values to 0, then we will set this back to normal right here as well. Then in the kick combo we will do the same. Then in the left kick we will just simply paste it like this. Okay, so just simply save the script, get back to Unity. Right here we need to assign the player script, so we will drag and drop the player script in there, and for the attack area let's just simply add the player for now, okay, because as you know that this attack area will be changing whenever we play different type of fighting action animations. Okay, so now this is the player. Now let's try to move and perform punches and kicks. As you can see now, when the player is performing the fighting action, the player is not moving. But if we move like this, okay, now as you can see the player can move normally. But if the player is fighting, okay, as you can see the player doesn't move unless the animation is finished, okay, as you can see. So now that issue is fixed as well.